Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Hardcore Gamer for Life here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys some more Stimulus Map Pack love. I'm going to be playing a game of free-for-all on Salvage. This was the first game of my session, and as you can see, I got in a little late, but only by a minute or so. It looks like they've only got about a 3-kill jump on me. So my primary this round is the Scar-H. And what can I say about this gun that hasn't already been said? Now, you either love this gun or you hate it. And if you hate it, it's probably because guys like me continually gun you down with it. Now, I've heard it referred to as God in gun form and alternately as the most overpowered piece of crap in any shooter game. I myself tend to lead toward the first definition. I love this gun and I use it a lot. Even without stopping power, this gun deals some serious damage, which gives you the ability to equip other second perks like Cold-Blooded, which I'm using here, and even equip a silencer without really sacrificing that much of your knockdown power. Speaking of knockdown power, I made a classic blunder there. I assume I put enough lead into this guy to finish him off and begin to reload my gun before I realize he has painkiller. So kiddies, here's a lesson to you. Don't stop firing until you see points come up on the screen. So for my first perk, I'm using Scavenger, which always comes in handy, having the ability to resupply off of your dead enemies. This makes Scavenger and Claymores, which I'm using here, a particularly deadly combination. This allows you to lay down a Claymore at one end of an area or corridor, while you then patrol the other end without having to worry about someone sneaking up behind you without warning. And you'll see that I use this strategy throughout this whole game, and it ends up working out quite nicely for me, except of course when I forget to make sure the area is clear before I lay my Claymore. So as you can see, I'm not being too choosy here. Basically, wherever I spawn, I find an area close by to lay down Claymores and patrol. Now, I do eventually end up sort of gravitating towards one area of the map, but the server keeps spawning me there, and it just so happens to be an excellent camping spot, so who am I to argue, right? Another great benefit of the Scavenger perk is that it doesn't just fill up your equipment. It replenishes your ammo, both primary and secondary, and your secondary grenades as well. Plus, when you have this perk pro'd out, as I do here, it also acts like Bandolier from COD 4 and actually starts you with double ammunition. I almost exclusively use this as a first perk once I get it unlocked, with the only exceptions being my SMG, shotgun, rushing classes, or if I'm quick scoping with a sniper rifle. So now I've made it to the area that I end up gravitating towards for the rest of the match. This spot kind of reminds me of the backyard of the 3-story building on Crash with the dumpster you can get up on and look into the front yard. Like that spot, the wall is only climbable from the dumpster side, so you don't have to worry about being overrun from the front. But unlike that other spot, instead of a wide open area of the yard behind you, there's a nice tight corridor easily guarded by a single Claymore. And if you pick up an extra Scavenger pack, you can always lay a Claymore down either of the paths leading away for a little extra insurance. And just a brief aside about favorite spots. We've all got them, and I don't know about you, but sometimes when I get too focused on one, my gameplay tends to suffer. So the advice I would give you guys is, if you keep getting spawned nearby and it's there for the taking, why not? But if you keep getting spawned far away and never make it there, or someone owns it and you can't seem to take them out, do yourself a favor and find yourself a new spot for a little while. You'll learn the maps better as a result, and likely save yourself a lot of frustration. Now for my third perk, I'm using Ninja Pro. This perk is just phenomenal and an excellent aid to either patrolling or rushing strategy. If you're going to be patrolling an area, as I do here, it helps to keep your area from being overrun by players with heartbeat sensors, and since they can't see you on their scope if they do happen to stumble upon your spot, you're more likely to catch them off guard. And of course, for you rushers, the pro part of Ninja Pro, Silent Footsteps, makes life a lot easier. Now I'm using stun grenades here. Now the advantages to those are you can throw them a lot faster than a flash, and since they have a smaller area of effect, you're less likely to stun yourself, and if you make a poor throw, with a flash, as you guys know who are experienced with flashes, you're more than likely to stun yourself. Also, they slow down your opponent much more than a flashbang, making throwing knife kills and gunning down your enemies from behind a much easier proposition. And finally, as I mentioned before, I've got Cold-Blooded on as my perk too, and I have unlocked the pro version of that, which is a huge aid to camping. Not only does it make you invisible to all air support, sentry guns, UAV, the whole nine, but the pro part makes it so that even if they sweep their crosshairs over you, it doesn't register you as a target or show your gamer tag like it normally would. And with Cold-Blooded, Ninja, and a silencer, It basically makes it so the only way anyone can detect you is if they actually see you, which is why you see so many prominent players using this combination of perks. Now onto the map itself. Salvage seems to me to be a really well-balanced map. Lots of tight corridors leading everywhere make a close quarters SMG shotgun rushing strategy very doable here. But by the same token, this creates a lot of choke points and makes a patrolling camping strategy quite effective here as well, as you see in this video. So that's the last time I die in this match, and at this point I am a bit behind, but as I've said in other matches, I never let that bother me. I always believe that I can win, even if I'm down large. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick with the strategy that I feel has been quite effective for me. Drop shot this guy and head back to my little area. Kind of patrol this area just like I've been doing. Pop up on the dumpster, what do I see? An enemy right there. Awesome. So I'm just going to continually patrol this area. It's just, you know, it's not a very complicated strategies, guys. You know, lay claymores down, patrol, kill, rinse, repeat, you know. Get those kill streaks going. This game really rewards players who build up a kill streak. So, you know, in my opinion, I love to rush, but a lot of the time I will play defensively. I see no reason to not play defensively. Who doesn't like to win? And I'll use any, it's war as far as I'm concerned. I'll use any tactics I can, short of cheating, for the win. So, see that guy over there? Take him out. And I'm just continually doing my thing here. This spot is awesome, and I'm definitely going to use it quite a bit because it really, in my opinion, is one of the best spots I've found on any map in Modern Warfare 2. But anyway, I'm just kind of patrolling. Another guy walks right into my claymore. And guys, don't do that. You know, if you know a guy's using claymores, even if he's pissing you off, don't just walk into his claymore. Toss a flash, disable his claymore, take away that advantage. So, you know, obviously people are not doing that here. They're just walking pell-mell into my claymore, and because of that, I get a Harrier, then a Pavlo, and I'm going to keep that Pavlo in my pocket. I didn't realize how close the match was to being over, and I never even called that sucker in. So guys, thank you for reviewing. Hopefully you enjoyed this new Stimulus map pack footage. You know, as always, please rate, comment, subscribe if you think the videos are worth subscribing for. And this has been Hardcore Gamer for Life. Final score 30-10. And my Harrier saves my ass for the game-winning kill cam. So anyways, guys, again, thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. And after this match, what do I have for accolades? Very nice.